right, was the Boston Tea Party, the inspiration for this very meeting. What was so inspiring about that Tea Party? Specifically, it focused on taxes, and that is why we meet here today. Taxes and the opposite of taxes, which is spending. But that is only the ostensible or the surface reason for both of these events. More important is what lay behind the scenes, the usurpation of power by them and the resulting restriction of liberty for us. Of the people, for the people, and by the people. We are gathered here today specifically to express the will of the people for our time and in our generation. This is rather prophetic. Every generation is called upon to take a stand for liberty. And when they take that stand, they are often ridiculed and misunderstood. But history bears them out. We are here today to recall that great American dream, liberty. And by the way, who ever heard of a French dream? Or a Russian dream? Even an English dream. Martin Luther King had a dream, and it was a great dream. It was part of the great American dream. It was a dream of the resistance to tyranny. Can't hear me? Oh, that's too shame, because they're going to miss something. I'm having a problem with feedback, is why I'm kind of standing back from this thing. But okay, I think this is better. We're here today to recall the great American dream, liberty. And by the way, well, you heard that part, because I got a laugh out of that. That's how I know you heard it. It was a dream of resistance to tyranny, this dream that Martin Luther King had. It was a part of the great American dream. It was resistance to tyranny. It was for liberty and freedom for a people. But as the poet once said, I slept and dreamt that life was beauty. I woke and found that life is duty. So this day is a wake-up call. As it says somewhere, awake, O sleeper, and arise. We need to arise. This is a call to action. This is apolitical. It's not Republican, it's not Democrat. So I'm going to feel free to quote either. Reagan was quoted, and rightly so. But nearly 50 years ago, John F. Kennedy wrote a book called While England Slept. It was a call to his generation to awake.
Louder, they can't hear you.
Okay. 50 years ago, is that better? And I'm blasting my own ears. 50 years ago, John F. Kennedy wrote a book called While England Slept. It was a call to a generation to wake up and to pick up their burden and to do their duty. One of my favorite sayings, Bill and I are alike in this, we collect aphorisms and sayings, is by the great British Admiral, Horatio Nelson. And he said, as he went into the greatest naval battle in history, the Battle of Trafalgar, he said, and every man will do his duty. That was his motto. And he raised that on the flag. Every man going into that battle will do his duty. Today, as then, and in every generation, we need a call to action. That is what the Tea Parties are really all about. There was another man who called his generation Alexander Solzhenitsyn. Solzhenitsyn is best remembered for his book, The Gulag Archipelago. But he wrote another book called The Oak and the Calf, which I had never heard about. This book was a parable. In it, he was a lonely little calf, and communism was the mighty oak. And he saw it as his duty to knock that mighty oak tree down by budding it. every day, every day, every day. And when his head would get sore, he'd stop until the soreness went away, and then he'd come back and he'd butt that oak tree again and again. And he knew that he could and that he would knock it down. And he knocked it down. He believed in God and he believed in himself. And he won the victory. Washington and Lincoln. Every generation has its prophets and its leaders. Let their examples inspire us to answer our call to defend liberty in our own day, in our generation. Freedom is not free. The price of our present generation's freedom has been paid for us already by nearly every generation that has gone before. And our debt is not to them. Our debt is to those who follow. Our children's generation. Let us, with God's help, get to work. Let us get involved. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Tom. I told you we didn't have any fun, so first thing we're going to do is get a teleprompter. By the way, Perrysburg is just a great community, and I'm just going to apologize because one of the things I failed to do, is to let the businesses know that you were all going to be here. I actually had to go to the bathroom, and I went in a place over here that was closed and begged them. But the coffee shops are closed, the hardware store is closed. I know I'm going to catch it because these are all good people, and they would certainly appreciate your business, except on holidays. So, you all get one of these? If not, you're going to have to share it. Turn it over, and we're going to play a song called The Eagle and the Lady that was written by Alan Orchowski. I don't know the guy, but I want to tell you, he wrote this specifically for tea parties. And he's from Eastern Pennsylvania. I emailed him and asked him if he would come and sing it today. But he's doing something probably in Philadelphia somewhere. So let's play that song. It's a little hard to understand. We'll pump it up too, Chuck.